Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Patricia. This is my weight loss journey, week number 51, and I gained 4 pounds. Yes, gained, not lost, gained. I exercised all week. I walked every day. That's the new rule. My son and I are going to walk every day. We're in Disney training for our vacation. It's 199 days until we go to Disney and Universal. So, I got to get my walking in. I've walked. I did yoga, and I didn't really do my strength training. So, I'm going to be honest. I didn't really. And I know I overate. I had vegan foods, and I ate too much of them. And I had some desserts, which just was wrong. That was bad. So I don't have any excuses. I was hungry. That's one thing. But like last night was Fat Tuesday. And a good portion of my family live along the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. They live in Pass Christian, Long Beach, Bay St. Louis, Waveland, Gulfport, Biloxi. I have family all along that area, and all my life, that's been a part of my family. That's been part of my life. New Orleans is like a second home. We used to go there every year on vacation, every year, because we go to my uncle's house. And my uncle lived right on the beach. Unfortunately, Katrina destroyed everybody's homes. And I don't think I have any family living right on the beach anymore. Excuse me. My nose is running. I have allergies like crazy. But anyway, besides all that, we did our own little Mardi Gras thing up here with some family. And I had jambalaya, but it was cooked with chicken and shrimp. And I picked out the chicken and shrimp, but you know, it was cooked in with it. So I don't know if that affected my diet. And I had fried hush puppies. They were good. I can't tell you the last time I had hush puppies. Oh my, oh my. There wasn't any really good veggies to eat. Shoot, there was no veggies at all. It was all meat. It was meat and, yeah, they had some fried catfish, some fried pickles. But yeah, we didn't. There was no salad or anything like that, and this is one time I didn't take food to eat, and I kind of wish I'd taken at least a salad. But yeah, that was my dinner last night, followed up by king cake. So yeah, and I have a headache today. I have a headache from eating that. Could that be my 4 pounds? Could be. I don't really know. I do know I am bumped about it, but I'm not beating myself up over it. It's just time to get my rear in gear and start over. And I'm going to start by going back into my Fitness Pal, which I used when I first started this weight loss journey, but then I abandoned it. I'm going back in there and keep track of my calories for a while and what I'm eating. And I'm going to continue walking every day. If it's not nice enough to walk outside, I'm going to walk on the treadmill. I'm going to continue going to the gym when I can. And I am going to, for the month of March, do Pilates. Yoga was okay, not my favorite, you know, and I guess it's not for everybody. I tried it. I didn't really care for yoga. So I'm going to try Pilates for the month of March. So I'm going to do some Pilates today. So enough about that. If you're just here for the weight loss stuff, then I'm now going to get into the chatty portion of my video. I had one of you lovely ladies bring up my background and about, you know, it's very busy. And she would find herself, you know, looking at things and then rewinding my video to see what she had missed. And I am sorry about that. I have been thinking about that. It's just, I don't know which way. If I film the way I used to film, the lighting is not good. So this is the only way, after doing tests all over this room, this is the best situation for lighting because I have a window in front of me along with my ring light. and I have lighting sources on 2 sides. So this is making the best lighting for me. So, so I'm just going to do a poll. Do you want a backdrop, or do you want me to leave it like it is? And I will explain in this video what all this stuff is. So I know everybody, if you keep looking and trying to figure out what is all behind me, I thought I'd tell you what that is right now. First of all, I got all my sweaters and my little lightweight jacket hanging on the door there. But up here are shopping bags, because I'm a kind of a sucker for shopping bags. I think I've told that in a video before in the past. But yeah, I got some of my favorite shopping bags up there. Next shelf. This is my special shelf. That lady right there, don't cry, don't cry. Menopausal, sorry. That's my grandma. That's my mama's mom. And that's my papa. My grandmother raised 7 children with 5 in diapers at one time, because she had 2 sets of twins, one right after the other. Yeah, that's my grandma. My biological grandfather, my grandma had a son who, I don't know the correct term. I don't know if he was ever diagnosed with a certain condition, but his mental issue. He has the mind of a 4-year-old. He cannot read or write. He's learned to kind of sign his name a little bit, but he can't read or write. My biological grandfather wanted to institutionalize him, and my grandmother said no. And my grandfather, my biological grandfather, up and left. He left. He left my grandmother to raise 7 children. And this was back 30s, in the 30s. Yeah. Yeah, great guy, huh? I met him twice in my life. First time I met him, he found out he was dying of cancer. And he come to beg my mother for forgiveness. And he met me. The second time I saw him, he didn't know who I was. He didn't. He wasn't that far gone. He didn't care to learn who I was at that first meeting. So at the second meeting, he didn't even acknowledge me. Then he died. Yeah, there you go. That man right there is my papa. He's my grandmother's second husband. He is the only grandfather I ever knew, because my father's father died like 30 years before I was even born, so I never got to meet him. So that's my papa. He was my grandfather to me, not biologically, but he was so, oh, don't cry, don't cry. He was a great man. When my grandmother passed away, my papa left and went back to Ohio, where he was from, and I never heard from him again. So I technically, oh, don't cry, don't cry. Let me be a little Southern belle here. Don't cry. So technically, I lost both grandparents at the same time. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about him anymore, or my grandma. Now, quick. I didn't think I'd do that. That photo right there is, you know what? I'm going to pause this video, get that photo down, and bring it so you can see it, since it's so dark. So just hang on one second. Okay, I'm back. This is what I wanted to show you. Whoa. Lights. Let's see if I can turn it. There we go. That is Cloder. Cloder Sams. That's her married name. I don't know what her maiden name was. Cloder was my grandma's first cousin, and they were like sisters. And look at that. I don't know when that photo was taken. 20s, maybe? The 20s? But yeah, Cloder was, she was so good to my mom. My mom spent a lot of time, oh gosh, hormones. My mom spent a lot of time with Cloder growing up, and she said Cloder was like a second mother to her. And I remember visiting her at her home. She died like when she was like 98 or something like that. She was old. Ooh, don't cry. Anyway, I have that photo of Cloder, and that's the original frame. I don't know where this, who framed this or where it come from. Look at this frame. It is antique. But that's Cloder. She's got on her pearls and her fur and like her dress. Look at that. I love that. And her round little glasses. I love that. So anyway, that's Cloder. And the shirt's bugging me. Excuse me. So she's right there. And then, I'm going to pull it up. It's bugging me. The flowers were a bouquet from a wedding I was in. I was a bridesmaid. That's just a little frame with some decorative paper, and the letter P is in the middle. That camera, that's a brownie. That was my grandmother's camera. She gave it to me before she passed away because I always was just fascinated with that camera. And she loved taking photos with it. And so she gave me that camera. Sorry, my nose is running. Let me grab a tissue. It's allergy season. Sorry. I have some Estee Lauder gold compacts up there from when I worked for Estee Lauder and collected them. And there is some rocks up there because when I was younger, I wanted to be a geologist. And so everybody bought me rocks, and there's crystals and things sitting up there. I just have them there. Now the next two shelves down are all my jewelry, except for my glasses. My glasses are right there. All that's jewelry. All my jewelry is in all these containers and jewelry boxes. And there's my tiara. Yes, I was in pageants. I was in pageants as a not young child, but when did I start pageants? About the same time I was doing dance. I started dance younger. I did dance. Started dance about 4. Started pageants about 9. Quit pageants when I was about 14. I'd had enough of pageants. I didn't win a lot of crowns. I did place some. I was, second runner-up and stuff. But that's my tiara from when I was, don't laugh, I was Coondog Queen. I was Coondog Queen one year. And then I didn't want to do it anymore. So I told my mom, just no more pageants. I don't want to do it. She said, okay. Although I'm still friends with a lot of people who did pageants all the way up. I've known several Miss Asheville's, Miss Spartanburg's, Miss South Carolina, Miss North Carolina's. I haven't known any Miss Americas, but I know a lot of pageant people. Or I did. The pageant people I grew up with are now, have their own lives, or they are, not that they don't all have their own lives, that sounded silly, but I mean doing, other things, or they are in the pageant system. So I still know people in the pageant system, but nobody actually competing anymore. And then if you just see right over here, I have a poster of Paris, and I just got some knick-knack things up there. Nothing major. I've got a feather wreath up there, and it holds pins. I have one of my grandmother's pins up there that she used to wear. It's a butterfly with pink rhinestones. So anyway, that is my background behind me. So I've explained everything. I got all my makeup is all over here. Skincare makeup is this whole wall. This right here. So yeah. So, and I'm sorry, we're getting a storm. I'm trying to pull my sleeves back down. And it's starting to cloud up, so I'm sure the lighting has changed because I pinned a lot on natural lighting. There goes my shirt. So anyway, that's this video. I think I've explained enough. So you just kind of know what's going on back here. And so when you're watching, you'll know that's my grandma looking after me, and my Aunt Cloder. My Aunt Cloder there, and my papa. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, next week will be 1 year. 1 year. And let's see how much weight I can lose in a week. I mean, I'm not going crazy. I'm not going to starve myself. But maybe this 4 pounds I gained will be gone next week. That has happened in past weeks. So we'll see what happens. And I'm going to start tracking my calories. And in fact, I haven't eaten at all today yet. I haven't had anything. So I'm going to have a banana. So thanks for watching, and I appreciate all of your feedback, all of your comments. Again, do you think I need to try to find some way to put a backdrop back here, or by me explaining everything that of what's back there. You know, you kind of get used to it, or I don't know. I'm still trying to figure all this out, but unfortunately, this is the best lighting. I could find other places in the house, but then we'll have to deal with my son, my husband, and noises, and because I don't want to make them have to not live, you know, not watch TV and do what they want to do just because I want to film a video. So that's why I have this room. This is my room and I got all my treasures in here, what I call my treasures, my sentimental things. So anyway, again, like I said, thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe and go on this journey with me. I'm making lots of friends. I see all, you comment on my videos, and I love it, and really getting to know you. So yeah, I've got my email below if you want to email me. I've got my P.O. box if you want to drop me a card or something. I love cards, so I would love that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see what next week holds. So I'll see you then.